Hi everyone, it's your girl Tamari, the Astro Fashionista. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe below. Press the bell icon for notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Today I'm going to be giving you our May 2019 horoscopes, and I cannot believe it's already May, you guys. I feel like this year just started. But this is going to be a pretty decent month. It's going to be a good time to get things done. We have the Sun in Taurus. So first, let's go over the general astrological forecast for all 12 signs. So what do you guys think about my new astrological wheel? This was purchased from a woman called Kesenya. She's an AstroLada astrologer. I will link her information, AstroLada's information, down below. She hand makes these, I believe, and I thought it would be the perfect thing for my monthly horoscope. So hope this helps you guys understand the astrology a little bit more. So first, let's talk about what's going on generally for all the 12 signs. So starting with May 1st. So the Sun is currently in Taurus. And whenever the Sun is in Taurus, Taurus is the first earth sign of the zodiac. It's my zodiac sign. My birthday was actually April 22nd, but it's not about me. So Taurus is all about being steadfast, stable, luxury loving, all about the five senses, being in touch with touch, feel, taste, sight. It's a very sensual sign. And when the Sun is there, we're all feeling a little bit more in tune with those parts of ourselves. So that is a big thing for the month, of course. But on May 1st, we have Mercury in Aries. So we have Mercury here. This little guy is here in Aries, and Mars is actually in Gemini down here. And Mercury is the communication planet. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini, because those two signs are sextile on May 1st. That's a great day to put action behind ideas. The only thing is that Mercury is also squaring. It's making a square to Saturn, which is up here in Capricorn. So even if you do have a new idea that's that you want to work on, it's going to take a lot of hard work because of that Saturn influence. So just make sure that you're ready for the task. On May 2nd, we have Mercury again making a positive aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter is in his home sign Sagittarius, and Jupiter expands everything. It's the biggest planet on here. My sun got all messed up, so that's why the sun looks so small. But Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Mercury making a positive aspect to Jupiter again reinforces the whole idea of doing something on a big scale, having a big idea, bringing something new into fruition that's going to take a lot of hard work. But remember, Jupiter is retrograde. So whatever is started right now might take a little bit longer. You might have to redo things over and over again until you get it right with Jupiter retrograde. And then we also have on May 2nd, the same day, Mercury squaring Pluto. So again, even though there's a positive aspect, there's also a more difficult one. That's a day that we should all watch what we say, watch our words, because whatever we say that day, we can't take back. So just, I'm giving you a little bit of caution there. On May 4th, we have a Taurus new moon. The moon is down here in Taurus, and new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, really making your dreams come true if you have dreams, wiping the slate clean and just starting fresh. This Taurus new moon happens when the moon is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces, its home sign, right here. So that's considered a sextile. And so that's going to be a day that is good for putting actions behind your dreams, because Pisces is a sign all about dreams. Neptune's is all about making things dreamy and being harmonious. And with the new moon there, it really could be a foundation for bringing your dreams to fruition. And then on the second week of May, we have, on May 6th, we have Mercury entering Taurus. So Mercury's here, it then moves down here into Taurus. The moon is going to be moving because the moon moves every 2.5 days. It's not going to be completely accurate all the time. But when the Mercury is in Taurus, Mercury in Aries was very fiery energy. It was very direct energy, saying things before you maybe think about them. Taurus is probably the opposite. Mercury in Taurus is being very methodical about the things you say, thinking before you speak, maybe speaking a little slower, so we'll all be feeling a little more calm, which I think is great after this fiery Aries energy. So Mercury will be there. And then on May 8th, Mercury is going to conjunct with Uranus. So as you can see, we have these two big planets here. Well, this is the sun. Uranus is here. Uranus is in Taurus for the next 7 years, which is a huge deal. Mercury is going to sit right next to Uranus on May 8th. And that can bring an idea out of the whim for some of us. Mercury is all about change. I mean, Mercury is about communication, but Uranus is all about unexpected change, inspiration, just things moving pretty swiftly and out of the blue. So when Mercury is there, it can mean just a new idea, but it can also mean saying things just off the fly and not really thinking them through. It won't be too, I'm not too worried since Mercury is in Taurus, but just a little bit of caution. Don't say that I didn't warn you. And then on that same day, May 8th, we still have Sun making a harmonious aspect to Neptune. The Sun's here. Again, Neptune's here. So again, that's going to be a great day for like creative pursuits, being artsy, being in harmony, just really having just a nice, pleasant time, because Taurus loves to be pleasant, and so does Pisces. And when Pisces is in Neptune, it's at home where it's going to be for a very, very long time. So that's just a nice harmonious time. On May 9th, we have Venus in Aries. So Venus, the love planet right here, is in Aries, and that's going to be making a positive aspect to Jupiter in Sagittarius up here. These are two fire signs. It's what's called a trine. That is actually a really good day to be feeling good. You're feeling optimistic, but watch out for being a little bit too optimistic, because at the same time it's making that harmonious aspect, it's making a hard aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, which is, you can see Pluto is up here. So although we'll be feeling good for the most part, because Venus is a benefic planet, Jupiter is a benefic planet, that square to Pluto. Pluto is a very powerful planet, very intense. It's just causing, I mean, there's going to be a lot of passion probably that day, but just watch out for having passion with like the wrong person or something like that. Then on May 11th, we have Sun making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. The Sun is here, Capricorn is here, and Saturn's here for a while. Capricorn and Taurus are considered trine each other. That's a positive aspect in astrology. That's an excellent day for getting things done, because Taurus likes to work hard, Capricorn likes to work hard, the Sun, which is all about our vitality, and Saturn, which is all about hard work or in harmony. So it's a great time to like get things done. So really use that energy. On May 13th, after the Sun makes that positive aspect to Saturn, it's going to make a positive aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. That's another day for getting things done, to really transform things, putting personal power behind, or putting action behind something, using your personal power. Great day for that. On May 14th, we have Venus in Aries, making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini. That is actually, that is a really passionate day, actually. Not passionate as if those two planets were in like maybe a water sign, but anytime Mars and Venus hook up, it's like fireworks. And Venus is all about love, and Mars is about action and passion. So those two being in harmony can make it a really passionate day. Even though it's in a fire and an air sign, you might be connecting with someone on maybe an intellectual level. May 15th, we have Venus actually moving into Taurus. And this is great news, because Venus actually rules Taurus. So it's at home in Taurus, and it's all about, you know, feeling good, embracing your luxury life or your luxurious side of life, pampering yourself, being creative. It's really good for finances since Taurus rules money. It's a really good place for Venus to be. So that's on May 15th. On that same day, Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces. So again, feeling very dreamy and romantic. A lot of us are going to be feeling that way. But then Mars is going to enter Cancer, which is not the best placement for Mars because it's considered to be in detriment there, because Mars is exalted, which exalted means like on another level. A grand level in Capricorn, and Cancer is opposite Capricorn, so it's considered to be in detriment when it moves there. It's not terrible, but just something we might be feeling like a little bit of a slowdown, because Mars is all about action and vitality, and Cancer kind of takes its time to get things done. So there's a little bit of a slowdown there. May 21st, the Sun is actually going to enter Gemini. And now it's a social time. This is a time of the year for us to kind of connect, form new friendships, talk, go out, connect with people, maybe do some short trips or things like that. I'm just going to move this here so it's more spotlight on Gemini. So the Sun will be there. Great time for socializing. And then Mercury also enters Gemini that same day. And Mercury rules Gemini. It rules Gemini and Virgo. So it loves to be at home in Gemini. So this is really going to be more of a social time for everyone, especially if you are a Gemini or maybe another air sign. Okay, and then on May 29th, Mercury is actually going to square Neptune in Pisces. Mercury, again, is about communication, ideas. Neptune is all about disillusionment. It dissolves things. It can cause a little confusion. Yes, it makes things more hyper creative, but it also is not great for with things that are not solidified. So this is not a great day to make decisions. May 29th, I would wait until this transit is over because we're not feeling so clear. Then on May 31st, we have Venus in Taurus. Venus is here, making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. This is a beautiful day for like art project. It's a good day for money because Saturn is all about structure and laying a foundation. So if you've been being careful with your money, you could see maybe a payoff there. It's a good time to maybe make an investment if you're thinking of doing that. It's a good time to solidify a romantic relationship because Saturn likes to add structure to things, and Venus does rule romance. So that's a beautiful day as well. Okay, so now keep watching for more information about your sign in particular. Hi Capricorn, welcome to May. We start this month with you in harmony because Taurus is your sister sign, and there's a lot of planetary energy going on in Taurus. But first, there is a positive aspect in the beginning of the month on May 1st and May 2nd. We have Mercury making a good aspect to Mars in Gemini in your 6th house of work and service. There could be some changes happening for you on the work front, which could be positive. Maybe some of you can move for your job with this sort of energy if that's what you want. You might be offered a relocation. Maybe you get opportunity to work from home, or there's like a new policy and now you'll get to take your work from home. It'll be interesting to see how this sort of thing plays out for you, but all in all, it's good energy on the 1st and 2nd days of the month. Then on May 4th, we have a new moon in Taurus happening in your 5th house of romance, children, creativity, fun. For those of you that are wanting to have children, this is actually a really good new moon to get clear and centered around that. Really investing in that, whether you know what kind of investment you need to have children. And yeah, it's just a good time to kind of go for that. It's also a really creative time if you're not wanting to have children and you're just wanting to use the energy in like a fun and creative way. But all in all, it's a good new moon because Taurus is your sister sign. And then on May 9th, we have Venus in Aries. Venus is in your 4th house of home and family. It's making a positive aspect to Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius. This is more of a psychological thing that's happening for you, feeling really positive. Maybe you're wanting to expand your home literally, like either wanting to purchase a new home, wanting to do some renovations on the home, and it's really bothering you, and it's something you haven't expressed, but you're starting to feel, you know, the itch more because it's you know, Jupiter is in that area of your chart, the 12th house, so it's things that are under the surface, and Jupiter is retrograde, so maybe you're just thinking about you need a change in your home life for some reason. Let me know if you think that's true, if that resonates with you. Then on May 11th, the Sun in Taurus is making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. That is great energy for you, Capricorn. That's a really all-star day for you. I would mark that one down. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be looking good. You're going to be feeling more upbeat. And that's going to last for a few days because we're also going to have that Sun making a positive aspect to Pluto in that same area of your chart. On May 15th, Venus enters into Taurus. Again, further emphasizing the creativity, the romance in your life, the all-around positive aspects. On May 18th, there's a full moon in Scorpio. So we're going to move this here. And that's going to be happening in your 11th house of friends, groups, associations. Maybe there's some sort of networking group you're in and there's an event and something fun happens, or you get introduced to someone around that time, or maybe you decide to volunteer around that time, or there's something coming to fruition with regards to your friends or people that you hang out with, or even acquaintances. Then on May 21st, the Sun enters into Gemini. So the Sun's going to move here from your 5th house to your 6th house of work and service. This moves here. Mars is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, adding energy to your love, well, your marriage if you're married, your partnership, business partnership, feeling really energetic about that. But then when the Sun is in Gemini, that's again a focus on work, which we know Capricorns love their work. So there'll be more things highlighted around the work and health areas of your life. On May 29th, Mercury in Gemini is actually going to be making a difficult aspect to Neptune in Pisces, which was your 3rd house. I wouldn't say, I'm not too worried about this for you, but I would just guard against like making any really important decisions. That's not a great day for any sign to be making important commitments or decisions, so just keep that in mind. And then we end the month on a positive note again with Venus in Taurus, making a positive aspect to Saturn in your sign. Again, bringing positivity around romance and dating. That's a good date night. If you are single, I would put that, put a star on that date to schedule a date to meet someone. It's also a great day to maybe do something fun that you normally wouldn't do, whether it's like trying a cooking class or maybe going go-kart racing, or just something that's really fun and playful that kind of gets you out of that normal Capricorn serious mode. So I hope you've enjoyed this horoscope. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Thanks, Cap.